Okay, thank you for your time. I know you're a very busy lady, and I know it's the end of the week, so I greatly appreciate your time.
Oh, you're welcome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. It's Kirsten, so thanks for your time. And I know you got stuff lined up, so I won't keep you too long, but I did want to know, Dr. Biden, what was your takeaway after talking to members of our local union?
You know, I was heartbroken, actually. I mean, here are, workers who have to choose between going to work and their health. And as you heard, they've had the virus, and their families have had the virus. And the one mom said, or the one woman said she felt so guilty because she felt that she had passed it on to her husband and to her niece. And there's a lot of anxiety out there. And I think that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm hearing as I travel virtually or literally across this country. There's so much chaos and confusion and anxiety in Donald Trump's America. Mm-hmm. And I feel that if my husband were president at this moment, right today, there wouldn't be all this. There would already be a strategy and a plan in place. And people wouldn't, it didn't have to be this way. It just did not have to be this way.
Dr. Biden, under a Biden-Harris leadership, what do you think could transpire for those in our state? We so rely on the hospitality industry and tourism, of course. All our conventions have been canceled. What assistance could come our way that you would like to get across?
Well, we have to do this all safely. I mean, that's what it's going to take. And, we just really have to get this virus under control. And once we get the virus under control, then we can start to, live life as we used to, as normal, the new normal, actually. But it all depends on getting the virus under control.
We've heard different things. We hear, there could be enough to start at the beginning of November. And then Dr. Fauci, you hear, he says maybe the second quarter of next year. What do you believe will be the actual case?
I believe we have to listen to the doctors and the scientists. And when they say it's safe to reopen, that's when we're going to reopen. So that's what it's going to take. We believe in the science and not the politics.
You've spent the last couple of weeks touring across the nation with back to school time. We started almost a month ago. CCSD is the 5th largest school district in the nation, and we're all doing virtual, aside from private schooling, of course, across the area. What's your advice for parents and teachers and those doing distance learning? And also, Dr. Biden, what are your hopes for when the kids will be able to return to the classroom?
Well, my advice is, and what I take away from this is, it's so hard. It's so hard for the kids because they want to be in school. It's so hard for educators like me because I want to be in my classroom. And heck, it's so hard for the parents who are trying to work and then trying to help their kids with schoolwork and be creative and trying to do it all. But, I continue to say we must listen to the doctors who then tell us when it's safe to go back. So that's really our only choice, because don't we all, our first priority has to be the health and safety of America's children. And that has to be our priority.
And circling back, Dr. Biden, to jobs and hospitality and tourism for Southern Nevada, and of course Northern Nevada as well. Obviously, our state wants to move forward. We just had a mandate where now the bars can finally open first thing Monday morning. So that's progress. Under a Biden-Harris leadership role, what do you feel the next step would be to helping the economy?
Well, we have to make sure, Joe has his Build Back Better, and he's focusing really on small businesses and getting people back to work. This is all about jobs. And Joe wants to do that, through rebuilding the infrastructure and getting small businesses up, up and working again. And just like the women that we just heard from in the hospitality, we have to get things going. But first and foremost, we can't do any of that until we get the pandemic under control.
Mm-hmm.
We have time for one more quick one.
Okay. Any last words you'd like to offer, Dr. Biden?
Kirsten, I hope that everybody that is, your viewers get out there and vote. And I hope that they, go to iwillvote.com to find out, where their registration is and the process for voting. And then I want voters to think about the America we're living in now and how chaotic it is and how confusing. And Joe Biden will be a strong, steady leader who understands what Americans are going through. And that's the difference.
Thank you so much for your time today. We greatly appreciate it.